everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Matt from Cleveland Sex Therapy. I'm a licensed clinical therapist and AASECT certified sex therapist. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you for being here. And if you feel inclined, subscribe to my page. My goal is to have over 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I am well over halfway there. Today, I wanted to talk about a kind of sex that can be really complicated for some people. Oral sex. Some people love it, some people hate it, most people fall somewhere in between. As someone who specializes in sex, I thought I would make a video on why putting your mouth on your partner's genitals could be the thing that is keeping your sex life strong. And before we dive in, I just want to say this clearly. This is not about pressure, obligation, or performance. Oral sex is not something anyone owes a partner. Instead, we're going to talk about why, when it is consensual and desired, it can play a powerful role in intimacy, vulnerability, and emotional connection. One of the biggest misconceptions about oral sex is that it's purely physical. People often frame it as a sexual act or a skill set, but psychologically, it tends to represent something much deeper. Oral sex requires closeness. You are physically near one of the most vulnerable parts of another person's body. There is trust involved, there is attentiveness involved, there is presence that is there. In many relationships, partners describe oral sex not as the most intense act physically, but as one that feels the most intimate emotionally. Why? Because it communicates without words, I want to focus on your pleasure. That experience of being prioritized can be incredibly bonding. We often talk about vulnerability as emotional disclosure, sharing fears, or opening up about feelings in general. But vulnerability also exists in the body. Receiving oral sex requires allowing yourself to be seen. Many people carry insecurities about their bodies, their smell, their appearance, or whether they are desirable. Letting someone close in that way means lowering defenses. Giving oral sex also involves vulnerability. You are choosing to be attentive, caring, and sometimes even selfless in a moment where the focus shifts away from you and onto your partner. Healthy sexuality often involves this mutual vulnerability that shows up. Not keeping score, not performing, but allowing moments where partners take turns caring for each other's pleasure. In therapy, I often talk about something called erotic trust. This is a sense that your partner is emotionally safe with your sexuality. When partners engage in sexual experiences where one person's pleasure is centered, it reinforces safety. It communicates curiosity. It shows willingness to learn someone's body rather than assume you already know it. Oral sex can become a space where partners slow down, pay attention, and practice responsiveness instead of rushing towards orgasm or completion. And interestingly, research on sexual satisfaction consistently shows that feeling desired and attended to predicts relationship satisfaction more strongly than frequency of sex alone. It's not just how often couples have sex, it's how connected they feel during it. Another reason oral sex can matter in relationships is that it encourages nonverbal communication. Partners learn to read breathing, movement, tension, relaxation. You start noticing subtle cues about comfort and pleasure. This builds attunement, which is the same skill emotionally connected couples use outside of the bedroom. It's that ability to notice shifts in your partner and respond with care. In other words, sexual attunement often mirrors emotional attunement. When couples struggle sexually, it is rarely just about sex. It is often about feeling unseen or disconnected. Experiences that encourage attentiveness can help rebuild that bridge. Many people, and I mean many people, were raised with messaging that certain sexual acts were dirty, taboo, or inappropriate. Because of that, oral sex can carry emotional meaning tied to shame or worthiness. When partners approach it with consent, curiosity, and respect, it can become an opportunity to rewrite those narratives. Instead of shame, there is acceptance. Instead of anxiety, there is exploration. Instead of obligation, there is choice. And that shift can be deeply healing for individuals and relationships alike. Here's a huge important reminder. Desire matters. Now, I want to emphasize something really important here. Oral sex is not required for a healthy relationship. Some people love it, some people do not. Some people enjoy giving more than receiving, and others feel the opposite. What matters is alignment, communication, and consent. Consent matters here. A healthy sexual relationship is not defined by specific acts. It is defined by mutual willingness to understand each other's wants, boundaries, and comfort levels. The goal is connection, not a checklist. At its core, oral sex can be important in relationships because it represents something bigger than sex itself. It represents trust. It represents vulnerability. It represents attentiveness. And often it represents the willingness to prioritize your partner's experience alongside your own. When couples approach sexuality with curiosity instead of expectation, intimacy tends to grow pretty naturally. So maybe the real question isn't whether oral sex is important. Maybe the better question is, how do we create sexual experiences where both partners can feel seen, safe, and desired? If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with someone who might benefit from more open conversations around sex and relationships. And as always, stay curious.